Share the live. Share the live.
Hey, why is the word there? Why is the word everybody?
What see?
Yes, I.
Yeah. Good evening, everybody. Talk the thing. We're back. I'm not gonna say it full effect because we already come back how much time. But thanks everybody for being with us. Everybody, bad on the book stuff. Everybody, you come there looking for trouble already.
Don't worry. When we shoot, we hit the target. When we shoot, we hit the target.
Bad on the book stuff on the road. Wow. All right. Good evening, everybody. Good evening.
You're looking for trouble there, boy.
Right, you've come there with a bang, boy. What? Pause that. Fire for that. But still, yeah, man. Everybody, thanks for joining. Share the live. We really appreciate you guys tuning in. Tonight, we want to make this episode fun, man, just so we can talk about our opinion on the carnival. We were all in Dominica. At least those of us that are there on the live right now.
And when you say we were all, we mean everybody that was outside of Dominica, that live outside of Dominica, was probably in Dominica.
Yeah, we were. Jesus, yeah. The place didn't have no room for people, and I rather.
Plane didn't have space for bags.
Boy.
No, plane didn't have space for people.
So first of all, I'd rather say that there. Maybe it's there. We should even stop. Let's talk. We can talk about the airline experience because I think we had the real inaugural. Yeah.
Direct flight.
Direct.
The tri-state from New Jersey.
Yeah. Well, before we get into that, everybody, share the live. I'm gonna put a QR code up there, so you guys can join on with us. We want people to call us, give us all your opinions on the different events that we had. Quite a few different events in Dominica. Some of them, better than others, and we'll give our opinion on that. And I just want to say, our opinion is our opinion, all right? Even if it's people we cool with, don't get vexed when you say what we say, all right? It's just our opinion. And certain things might have to, improve. Maybe there's information we don't have. Maybe why there were certain things, certain ways. So I guess it's all up for grabs, what people want to see. We all spend our money, so we all entitled to give our opinion on different things. All right. So with that said, fellas, what is it with?
We there, I wish I was back 2 weeks ago. Trust me.
Sure.
Yeah.
Wish I was back 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it was nice, boy.
Yeah.
Rajiv, you come there, you mute your mic, my brother. You come there bad on the book. If you bad on the book, then you have to talk in.
I haven't been to every carnival, in my lifetime, obviously, but the carnivals I've been to, I feel that was one of the best carnivals I have attended. I don't know if it's because I did a lot for the carnival, I would say, but I feel like the volume of people that were there made a big difference. And it was nice to see so many different flags and the fact that we in conversations, even amongst influencers who were not even in Dominica, like the comparing and contrasting with Trinidad, I find that was healthy for the season. It was healthy that there was discussions about Dominica Carnival, Trinidad Carnival. What is the comparison? And it was like I'd say a healthy back and forth, man, between patrons on social media and whatnot. I think that was very good for the carnival.
Yeah, man. And part of that too is just looking at the number, as you say, right, the number of different flags, but the people that come to Dominica for the first time just to go to Carnival.
Yeah.
And looking at people's experience and how much they actually like embrace the culture. Everybody in costume, everybody in band, everybody in juve, all them kind of thing there. So that was great to see. And then I think all of that added more to the vibes than anything. I rather you come there, phone ringing on to Mr.
He was back.
So long I ask the one to let me in.
He was backstage. That is like you in Dominica. You know, you have to hit from outside the club. You couldn't get in.
Can't
You
get
check,
in.
you still go.
Yeah.
Adley,
That's okay, man.
Adley, I need you to change your name so we can have a little balance. I don't want him to say I bias. So I want to know. I want you to see me that initiating. Change your name, please. Let's put a little balance on the show. You know.
No. I don't
Put
changing my name. Leave your name how it is.
a-
Stay bad on the book.
Anyway,
Soft on
let's
the road. Bad on the book and we bad on the road.
add,
Okay? All of all you see it for yourself.
Hello.
2 out of 10. 2 out of 10.
advance.
Advance. Do what is right, man.
Hello. We're talking Carnival 2 weeks ago.
Don't worry about
Carnival.
that. Everything mixed in.
Anyway, I have to say I've gone to every carnival going back over the last maybe 7, 8 years, maybe except for the shortened carnival after Hurricane Maria. And that is definitely the most people I see on the island.
Yes, but
For carnival for sure.
especially a big thing is foreigners too.
Yeah.
A lot of people are not from Dominica. Boy, Jesus Christ.
Saint Martin, Antigua, Guadeloupe, Martinique, influx. Crazy, really.
Yeah, man.
What was the first event that I was not on island as early as you guys?
Yes, we want. You didn't say you want to touch on the flight
Before we go into that, let's talk a little bit about the inaugural. You know, because I mean, 4 of us basically, well, 3 of us travel on the flight from EWR to DOM. So let's talk a little bit about that.
And for those who are
that
not very familiar
experience.
with airport codes, EWR is Newark, New Jersey, and to
Yes.
Dominica, non-stop.
And just a little housekeeping before you go any further. Like I said, we want this to be an interactive discussion, right? So we want people to give us you guys' opinions. You can put your opinion in the chat if you agree with us, if you don't agree. And also you see a QR code there on the top right hand corner of the screen. You can scan that and you can jump on with us and give your opinion. You don't have to put your video on if you don't want. Audio is fine, but we would appreciate it if you guys jump on with us. Go ahead, Karen.
Yeah, man. No, so like for me, well, I don't know. What were you guys' thoughts on the flight? Like for me, the best thing was leaving Newark, landing in Dominica. Simple. We have a lot to work out in terms of the bag situation and flight balancing and other things. But I'll let Oli go.
I think the airlines didn't anticipate how heavy Dominicans travel. So every flight, the one before us, ours, the one after us, there was issues with delays related to balancing weight, and because everybody have 2 bags at 50 pounds or more. So it caused a lot of delays. I don't think any of the flights left on time or landed on time. And in other cases, I hear some people coming from Miami saying like people were getting removed from the A flight.
Yeah.
Bags being removed. So the direct landing, leaving and landing directly is a real plus. We avoid the hopscotch and stuff, but the bag situation is a bit tricky. I don't know if the airlines maybe have to consider a certain amount of people, a limit to who can check 2 bags when you reach that threshold and then you stop or something. But the bag situation need to be figured out.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think that was because of the delay. Well, no, from leaving from Dominica, right? I think going down.
Going down, it was part of it as well.
Yeah, but there was
some other issue they had because we had to end up changing gates and stuff.
End up changing planes. I think there was a mechanical issue on one plane.
Yeah. But I mean, I think the positive outweighed the negative in terms of that flight, right? For me, at
100%.
100%. I think there were a few people on our flights who didn't get their bags going down, but I think a lot of people got their stuff. It's always, no matter what, to me, it's always more of a benefit to go straight to your destination, less likely for you not to get your bag. I think I had quite a few people on the flight going back not getting their bag, more than people when we were going to Dominica. So I think that was a good thing. I think in terms of when you actually land Dominica, you went through the lounge experience to kind of come in and stuff, and that was okay, but there's work needed there to kind of expedite that process because I took a little bit too long, in my opinion. Them getting your bags and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's a work in progress, I'm sure. So we'll have to see how it goes.
I think even more so leaving, right? Because the lounge is supposed to be an experience where you go to the lounge and they take care of everything for you, and then we end up getting on the plane and they realize that they miss a step, which is the pre-boarding step, where they take your passports, check you in, and then make sure you're ready to board the plane, right? So that is I understand the volume of people that is probably something that they're not used to, but at the same time, that is things they're supposed to be.
Yeah, particularly they had 2 American flights and a United flight. So it was a bit busy to say the least.
I think also the lounge experience, while I get what they're trying to do, but in my minimal travels, we I've been to quite a few lounges and they don't do as much. I get what they're trying to do, but maybe if they look to just kind of cut down some of the services they're trying to offer, don't I like one of the things that's really good about that lounge in Dominica is that you can check in for the flight. Well, do you go for security at the lounge, which is really good in my opinion. But
So
what's that?
no, I was gonna ask a question. So do they offer service in the lounge on arrival and also departure? Well,
Yeah,
departure, yes, but arrival as well.
both.
That might,
Yeah.
do you think that might be for such a maybe small and young operation? Do you think maybe they should just cater to the departure part of the travel for now?
I mean, yeah,
Because
but
most lounges do that as unless if you're in transit.
yeah, I would say yes, but remember the volume of flights and the planes that were landing in Dominica was not the volume of people that landing on a United flight, right? United flight I think has maybe about 130, 150 people, something like that.
Yeah.
So, that's just on one flight, which on those smaller planes we don't normally see, those type of volume. So maybe that's why they were trying to do that. Like I said, maybe they'll try to look at their processes and see how they could improve that, moving forward. But it's still a good idea. One of the things I really like is that you can do security through the lounge, which is great because the kind of line that was there when we were leaving that Saturday was crazy. So that that lounge definitely helped us out. I don't know,
So
Raju, if you have any thoughts before we move forward.
so can you so for the people who are interested in access to the lounge, can you all let them know what is the process of accessing the lounge?
I can advertise for a lounge. Yeah. If the
So
lounge.
no, you can't say how you get. You can't say how you get in then.
So what is that? One of the thing is open to sponsorship. If the lounge wants us to talk about them plenty already. You guys can contact us. No problem. We'll talk and tell everybody how to get into the lounge.
Advance.
As far as you go ahead and say,
Advance.
we have VIPs and we get to the lounge, and that is it.
All right.
Rajiv,
Let's
what you
move on
say?
to do the right thing.
Let me have what Rajiv thoughts is before we go forward. Rajiv is a travel official.
I haven't traveled that much. I haven't tested the lounge, nah.
All right.
Okay. All right. Well, all right. So let's move on.
For the listeners with priority pass, you can enter the lounge.
Right, okay, that's as much as we'll give them.
You're good to go.
Yeah.
In the words of the Deputy Commissioner, advance. Next.
Advance.
All right. So all right. So we got there on Saturday. That was the 22nd. First thing we stopped. We had to stop in Mao opening. So Brad, why is it good? Why you say about Mao opening? What is your thoughts?
Given that we landed so late, we were supposed to land after 3 minutes to 3.
Yeah.
We didn't land till after 5 minutes to 6. So by the time we get to Mao opening, one of the bands was just wrapping up, the other band was still coming on. So we didn't get to see too much of it. So I cannot say too much about it. We didn't see much of it.
Yeah, we got there late.
Yeah.
We got there late.
Well, I'll go out on a limb and say Mao, so it was good.
Boy, let me tell you something now, bro. When we were trying to leave there, bro, the traffic situation was crazy.
Yeah.
We sat literally stopped like up Belfast by the school area, literally for about 3 hours.
Anything in that event in that area, you can just park and relax
I
yourself.
think what happened is like Campbell Road area is supposed to be keep clear there so vehicles don't park on this side so traffic can flow in both directions. But I don't think that was done, so vehicles park there.
Brad, there's nobody in Dominica that observes that keep clear when the sun sets.
Oh, I don't mean I keep clear. I'm talking about like actually putting stuff there to prevent
Actually putting stuff, okay.
Like barricades.
That was a big part of the problem was like people park on the side of the road and they gone. So when traffic trying to move, one car on the road, they're basically blocking traffic kind of moving through, from flowing. So, but anyway, let's move on. We have a lot of stuff to talk about. So, Maho was that, and then I think they also had another event that evening. Amped. I don't think any of us went to that event. I don't know if anybody went to that event. You guys can let us know.
My sister went.
What was her opinion?
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. You enjoy yourself. And it
From
looked
all
like
it was a good event.
Yeah. I was knocked out last time.
I think the better band was present at AMP.
What that's supposed to mean?
Which better band?
Which better band?
That's one of the reasons. Maybe that's one of the reasons why it was a thumbs up. Signal band was present at AMP.
What are we talking about?
If you're talking with your chest, my brother.
No, I'm talking with my chest. I'm just saying Signal Band was one of the bands on AMP.
Yeah, so don't mumble that. Don't mumble that.
I didn't mumble. and from what I saw, and let me just say, I wasn't at Carnival this year, and I'm just here to somewhat give a perspective of the person viewing from like watching through live video feeds, and people posting videos on YouTube and stuff like that. So that's my point of view. Signal was present at Amped, and I think it was a very great performance. So that's maybe why your sister gave it a thumbs up. You never know. Ask her now. Let her know.
Anyway,
advance.
Let's advance to Sunday quickly, please, and pass Sunday very fast.
What happened on Sunday? Sunday that'll be braced,
Sunday was wind up.
At that point, people were starting to arrive, but the majority of Carnival visitors wasn't on island yet at that point.
Right.
So we're still rolling in.
But the next day was wind down.
Yeah, wind down was good.
Yeah, we were at that event, all of us. I think it was a very good event. I think due to weather, they had a bit of a late start, but that was communicated well to the patrons.
Was it all inclusive?
Yep.
Was it all inclusive events?
No, it was not.
Wasn't all inclusive, but
nope.
I think some tickets were wine inclusive.
Yeah. You got wine. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But for the organizers of wine down, ginger wine is wine too. I just want to let you guys know that, right? So you guys can't say wine and when I ask for ginger wine, for you tell me I can't get ginger wine. Ginger wine is wine.
Yeah, I think the venue was good. Nice central location by UE there, seamless entry. I think when we get there initially, the bar was a bit crazy because people were still arriving, everybody trying to get their first drink. But after everybody get their first drink, I think the bar kind of eased up. When I enter and I see all the bar is, I say I might not drink more than 2 drinks. But over the course of the night, man, it wasn't too difficult to get a drink after that point.
The bar situation is something you have to address.
I think they had one bar, right?
Well, yeah, for
the wine bar was separate, and then there was the main bar.
But that by itself was big.
Yeah, it was a very big bar.
And they had quite a few bartenders at the back there. So it's like and then again.
After the initial rush, I find it was very easy to get a drink, especially given that the ticket was sold somewhere. So you just walk up, request your drink.
Yep.
Yeah.
And most people just got a whole batch of tickets, and I don't think I spent. I cashed out all my drinks, to be honest.
I think the DJs were good.
Yeah, I want to comment on that a little bit. That DJ thing there. I find listen, like I say, I pay my money and all the convex all you want. I say what I want to say. I believe when we bring in these foreign DJs, and Kevin Krong is a DJ that I used to go to his events from way back, so I rate him. When we have these foreign DJs playing more bouyon than our local DJs, that to me that's unacceptable, in my opinion. You cannot have. I'm not saying soca not good, but you know, Shacks and them man, they might have to play all music. Because if everybody notice,
Unless
because,
it's the Thriller Shelley song that get a pass.
That's
yeah,
more.
That's
but what I'm saying is when you think about it, if you have when you watch any of the events we went to, Dominica, bro, booyah is what does make the people move, bro. No matter what you play. So I'm not saying the guys played bad, but you know, to me they have to, you know, let play our music, expose our music more, and let them foreign DJs come and play, you know, more soca and that thing.
I had a little bias in that regard too because like I was in there and I think during like Slim set I was saying to myself, but Slim not playing no bouyon, man. Soca after soca. I like a bias in that regard. I like to hear my bouyon. I mean I know everybody have to get something, you know, they just have to mix it up. But I would like to hear a little more of our music and less foreign music.
but
That's my
you
others might
part
be
of it, part,
the same soca,
yeah.
you know. But
Me, I like a mix, but part of what's annoying me is all them DJs playing the same set of soca songs. It's like you don't have no old school soca they can play to think of the crowd, no like a burning flames, no like a crossfire, nothing. And then I started here docking for 6, 7 years now. I hear docking in my head.
Yeah.
Jack, I tired dock, my backside do with me, Jack. Them man, but you know, and that is the thing for me with like it have new soca. You have to introduce people to new music if that is what you want to do. If it's soca you want to play, you know, music for everybody. I agree with you on the lack of bouyon part though, because not even old school bouyon them man play. Not even old school WCK, nothing.
Well, that's what that's part of what I'm saying, right? I mean, we have our local DJs we have a lot of the new bouyon artists and stuff, right? But we have so many old school bouyon songs that really the world haven't heard, in my opinion. You know, they can make a set and play some of them old school. People will dance to them thing. You check. I mean, Kevin Krong's set to me was really good because he had a good mix, right? He played dancehall, he played reggae, he played, you know, he even played some Hispanic music. He play old school R&B. He play a whole bunch of different things. So, you know, but I want our DJs to, you know, when we get these opportunities to, you know, to highlight even some of our old school and some of the new music. But anyway, that's just my
I
opinion.
think I think one way to solve that is for the promoters of those events to kind of get more involved in the sets of each DJ. Because if you just randomly hire DJs, and you're not telling DJ, hey, I think like for example, if you were to see somebody like DJ Court and Alfie, they apparently they're rolling together, you would maybe kind of expect that old school um kind of a type of DJs from them. I think what the promoters can do to solve that is to kind of get more involved. Hey, we hire a new, but this is the set that we want you to put out. We want you to give us that kind of a nostalgic feeling of the old school bouyon. That's where we want you in on the event. And then you might have Shacks, for example, and DJ Slim, which is somebody younger fellas. You might tell them, you know what, we want you all to cater to, the new style of the bouyon and whatnot. So I
I
think
don't know.
that's an easy way.
I think it's a dangerous game to tell a DJ,
N-
you want to,
No, 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 no. You're not really telling the DJ, but at the end of the day, it's your event, and you know
I,
the kind of crowd that you cater into.
but you also,
Because at the end of the day, you're gonna get exactly what happening. You're gonna get a lot of the DJs playing the same songs and
well, I
and
mean,
and
it,
whatnot.
you hire Shacks because you know what Shacks, you've seen his body of work, you know what he bring into an event. So, and I think the DJs also kind of cater their set to the event. Like what Shacks will play on the road might not be the same as I said he would play in a wind down type of event. So,
Fair enough.
but everybody will have their preference,
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I see some people in the comments. No, some people agreeing, some people disagreeing. I put some of the comments on the on the screen, but All right, so let's move on. So Wind Down pretty much was, we will say, let's give them a rating out of 10.
No
I say a 9 out of 10 way for me. Yeah.
9 out of 10. All right.
But yeah,
Are you saying, Karen?
when you
No
grade
comment.
it, you know, when you grade it, remember you have to grade all the other events too.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
9 out of 10. 9 out
Well,
of 10.
technically, you can't agree with them, eh?
God. But yes, sir.
Well,
We're talking in circles. Don't worry, we'll get to you. We'll get to you. Let's move on.
technically, what on the live? He wasn't there.
I say no, you can't. You can't agree with all the events because you all didn't go to all the events.
Don't worry.
So,
Hadley,
You not grading.
I want,
Grading what
you
is
know,
going on.
you know what? That's a good question. I want to know, was there anybody who went to Dominica or went to every single event? Every single event. I want to know.
No events.
My brother Rajiv, that say that, you know.
Anyway,
Advance.
We have ratings in the chat. So, yeah.
Yes.
We'll get in
NFLT 9, Rafik 7.5.
Rafik 7.5.
Rafik
Jolie
boy,
8.
tough judge boy.
Boy,
Jolie
Raf.
8.
Rafik
Marshall 8.5.
like you know them kind of record thing, kind of thing, and you don't get too much of that in Wind Down, so you check it.
Okay, 10 out of 10.
Okay, so you basically averaging Wind Down at about a 8.8 then.
My partner say I miss all the events for the Miami 6.5.
Never have had more fun in Miami than Dominica.
Impossible.
Actually, 8. I would say I would go to 8.5 for me. It was a good event. I think the weather kind of dampened it a little bit. It was a little thing, but it was good. It was good. All right, advance. So that was the Sunday. Oh yeah, we didn't have anything really on Monday.
It was quiet.
Well, one thing about
Tuesday.
No, Tuesday was the Bouillon Day and the Bouillon Day Jam.
one thing about the week, like they're doing a good job of trying to fill the week with stuff like the Bouillon Day. You know, you have
Street Jam. Street Jam.
There was a little lull on the Wednesday. A little bit of a lull, like Roseau kind of dead by like 8-9 p.m. Nothing really going on in and around Roseau, you know. But I think as more and more as the carnival get more popular and more people come down, I think they kind of fill in the gaps of stuff. But the Monday there was nothing, and understandably they can be something every day, especially
Monday and Lagos Street Jam.
Well, yeah, the Lagos Street Jam, something for the older
folks. That was the Caribsonians.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy, we went to that. That was cool, man. That was cool. Like,
yeah.
And you know what I really like about that Independence Street there, yeah, man. They've been doing that for years, right?
Yeah, yes.
And that was cool, man. You can see them Caribsonians sing, the older folks, people come chill, there's food, there's drinks. That was nice. We went there. Piper step like HPC. All right, so that was the Wednesday. Okay, so we got to Wednesday. So then Thursday, what will happen on Thursday?
Independence Gopal.
Independence Gopal. Anybody went to that? I didn't go to Independence. Okay, we went to that.
I went. So let's just see. I give my rating first. I give it a 7.5 out of 10. Right? Why is the Jamaican artist out there? Statius?
Jamaican?
Ting, not the guy.
No. Young brother was there. I'll talk about young brother in a second. But the Jamaican woman that was there. His best just let the DJ play. Yeah, that's just my personal opinion. Right? She do a nice little them Jamaican artists that do their ad-libbing and thing. She talk about all them artists and Triple K and all them kind of thing. That was probably the best part of her performance. And then she go with the business after that.
And yeah, Thursday was Queen Show too, right? I think.
Yeah. Young brother probably sing his song probably 6 times. Jumping back and forth between one and two of his thing. But then otherwise, all them other performance were good. Right? Kwan and Kuboy do their thing.
We forgot the roll call.
Yeah, we'll go back to that. I see them saying in the chat. Yeah. Roll call was the Wednesday.
Right. So being the only one I went to Carnival Gopal, we can leave that alone for a thing. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it for sure.
All right. Well, I don't think I've been to a Carnival Gopal. I think I went to Independence Gopal. But I mean, generally the same type of event.
Yeah.
So why is the word on the roll call now? I see a few people in the chat saying roll
Brianna,
call.
somebody truck and check your phone there. Tell us about the roll call.
Come on the call now if you're there.
Yeah, Brianna, if
Rashida,
you
there's
can
somebody that was there.
roll call,
Tell us
call us.
about it.
Rashida was roll call as well. You know, she can give us her thoughts in the comments there.
Yeah, she can call us in. You know,
Rafik,
scan the QR code, call us in.
Rafik said
We'll let
roll
you guys
call
in.
was an Irie vibe. Nice, and Colin's performance was very good.
Roll call was
on the
tense.
venue of for Carnival go well.
Was that
Somebody
no,
was
that
the venue.
on the venue itself?
Mm-hmm.
I think the venue is good.
You know,
I
old
like-
country factory now.
Yeah. This is the place where they had powder.
Powder, yeah, man. That venue not
I
bad.
like the venue. Yeah. They need to sort out the bar situation, I think.
I think it was the bathroom situation.
Rajiv, nice one.
Half, Mary. It's a 1 hour show. I provide in balance.
Yeah, that venue there, I really like that venue, in by Gardens there.
Yeah.
So I have a question now. So what about what are you guys' thoughts on the whole on signal I guess strategy? Because basically if you didn't purchase or participate in signals ban, you know, no pun intended, you couldn't participate in any of the other events because they didn't play anywhere else. So
Personally, I would have liked to see them everywhere. I mean, I understand for whatever reasons, for the human reasons too. I guess they can't be everywhere at every time. But personally, it would have been nice to see them everywhere. Like, I don't know, as a man, I like to see everything everywhere.
Well,
at least sunrise. Sunrise, I think sunrise.
Yeah.
Everybody should be at sunrise. Everybody.
I agree with that.
I understand the business model. You know, they want to have their own like ecosystem and stuff. But as much as I would like, maybe I might say with the Wednesday night I would have go roll call if it was open to everyone. But I can't.
Yeah, definitely.
I cannot see myself like for Carnival saying like,
well,
I go in these 6 events, signal only events. I want to spread my wings a little more. But like Rajiv said, I still like to see them at some of the events I go, but I just can't see myself saying I go in all of these events only because like and see the signal only. I want to see all the artists, all the bands, all the you know.
Well, the thing with roll call is exclusive to Fantasy Tribe members.
But you could bring a friend. That was cool. That
You could bring you could bring a +1 or maybe even 2 people, but it is exclusive to Fantasy Tribe, and the whole idea behind it is to basically have members of the costume band kind of meet each other prior to going on the road.
So I still
You
address
know?
the then in Dominica. That is
Huh?
That's what you're saying. I still address the stushness in Dominica then. Familiarize all yourself before we hit the road.
Get to know
Right.
Each other.
You know, you can make a friend or 2. You know, you get to meet people that are in your section.
Get in your section.
And so that is what it really is. A lot of people said about like they would like to see signal elsewhere, but there was other ways like Lumination is a standalone event that you could have access to. Luminite was also a standalone event that you could have access to. And band practice was also a standalone event.
Hadley, I think you're missing the point. I think you're missing the point. Right? You saying that as a standalone event, as in signal event. What we're saying is that we would have liked to see signal at other events, not just right. So like I understand where you're coming from, you know, and signal have every right to do that.
Like if you come the only event you go is sunrise, you would see. If the only like you go sunrise and then maybe you see them on the road. You might not be inside the rope, but you'll see them. So you know.
Right.
Well, maybe they'll try something next year. Try doing that. But I think it was.
part of it too, I can understand it, because at the same time you have to conserve your energy for the road. If it's that they wanted to do, then they achieve
I think
their thing.
I think that was part of it, because I remember having certain conversations with Shelly, and it was like by the time you get on the road, you all worked up, and he basically is the only person in front in the band right now. So I think it was a way to preserve the band and have them go through a carnival season without burning out.
But on that note, boy, more power to these band members, because for it to be from basically whole week, you somewhere doing something, and within the next few hours you have to be back, singing the same tracks again with the same energy. I struggling as a patron, fast for who that on stage there running up and down. Big up to them.
Again, you bad on the book, but you soft on the road.
On the road, right? You don't have no motion, no speed.
I'm a old man.
Miracle, you don't fall in a sleeping carnival.
All right, so okay, so we touch roll call, we touch what's the name?
I think we have sunrise, right?
Carnival go well. So now we reach to sunrise.
Sunrise.
All right, so sunrise Friday night into Saturday morning. I'll let you talk. I gonna start.
Go ahead.
But because first of all, sunrise too damn long. Okay, nobody tell me it is too long.
I disagree.
It is too long. 12 hours, bro.
Well, that is for you. It's too long for you.
Hello.
You don't have to go there at 10.
I warn all you, When I give my opinion, that is my opinion, right? Or you don't have to agree, right? Anyway, so sunrise a good event. I find based on that show, they put Little Boy and them too early to play. Correct. In my opinion, them was playing like 3 o'clock. I'm not trying to bash nobody, but the person they had to open daybreak there, they tend to stop that.
We can stop
who opened daybreak now?
Claudette is my brother.
Yeah, we can stop.
I don't know why she was on the event in the first place. Not just opening
that,
but I don't know why she was on the event at all.
Money. I do big but
to be honest,
I want to see somebody else.
We would not so.
I think Claudette is a very irrelevant artist, especially to Dominicans.
I know what I'm saying.
But then that is the thing, right? The organizers have to realize who is popular and who is not.
Exactly.
But, I mean, Stevie Wonder could see Claudette Peters not exactly the hottest artist in the Caribbean currently, yeah.
But their model is to get a quote unquote marquee artist to come and headline the show. That don't make no sense.
Yeah, but
apart from all of that, they had on the show, and she should have played at 3 o'clock and put Little Boy and them in the no, that's the next thing I want to talk about is the VIP.
Hold on. Before you move on, so one thing I heard a lot of people saying, like people were posting about it, I saw some people made videos about it, was the fact that Claudette Peters was brought to Dominica by. Well, DFC is part of the promotion for Ting, and she spent majority of the time promoting Antigua's Carnival and whatnot, and people were complaining about that.
That's factualized, yes.
No, it was fact, but people were complaining about it. But I don't really see an issue. I don't really
remember that. I don't remember.
Ultimately, when I see the lineup before she even performed, I know I wasn't gonna be interested in that, and most people they wasn't interested in that. Last year they had this guy. Where is the guy from
Marzil.
Another ways the man come and sing everybody else's song. The man barely have 2 songs. Like I don't understand what the logic is for bringing these artists. Like we go and sell the same number of tickets with our local bands and artists with Sunrise, because Sunrise is that it have everybody going. Let's just
no competition.
I agree.
And when I say
that to me is where they have to get all the local bands, get all them bands and get them to play on one stage. Simple.
I mean, I could have do it Farmer Nappy or somebody like that actually have a nice catalog, some relevant, some new songs. I have made a Claudette Peters song in 10 years.
I mean, like I say, I'm not gonna be begrudge her making her money. It is what it is, but she does hold my cup of tea.
Well,
the other thing is the VIP.
Mm-hmm.
Have to
Let's
talk about.
address it. Let's
So,
address it.
Pop moon.
Too many people in that damn VIP, bro. Right? And the other thing is, how can you finish run out of gin at 3 o'clock in the morning when the event going till 9 or 10?
Brother,
In
brother,
water.
The basics. The national drink is BB and grapefruit. I walk inside there almost like after 2, and it don't have grapefruit.
Yeah.
6
In
o'clock in the
VIP,
morning,
bro.
At 3 a.m. this
VIP.
finish, you don't have more that. It's like we selling VIP, but it's just to make
You
money.
know how many tickets you sell.
But again,
I feel like
And
sometimes
you said it's an all-inclusive event. You're supposed to have stock for the whole event. Even if you
sometimes
got
in
more, get
Dominica,
it on consignment
I
and bring
think
it back if that's what you have to do.
sometimes our curse is that we try to please too many people. I mean, as a patron, of course, I vex if I don't get VIP ticket, and of course, I want as many VIP tickets possible. But as the organizers of the show, when the door close, you just have to tell people the door close. When it don't have more, you just have to say it don't have more, and then people will, I guess, will just have to develop some type of, I'll have to be quicker next year or something like that, because at the end of it all, I think the best sunrise was the first sunrise. And sometimes in Dominica, it's like it doesn't build on the past success. Like something always have to be worse than the last time. The
But
best
people come there at 3 o'clock to
the
finish.
was set up everything.
yeah, no cops.
How come can finish at 3 a.m.?
But even wristbands, I see them run out of. They ran out of wristbands. They were giving out
So we cannot every time
well,
But
on
again,
Facebook and say, yeah, more VIP available, but you have to think about the experience people having in there. Like, you charge, whatever US for it. It's not a crazy amount of money, but I come in VIP and I have to be shouting for drink, standing up there. How long
but
wait?
again, that is
The
why
one thing I would give them that they improved this year is the number of tents they have for VIP.
Yeah.
They
I
have
like
3 levels.
the setup was good. The setup was good.
good.
The setup was good.
Access to the front of the stage again was good for the VIP.
Yeah.
Right? But you see that bad guy fighting for drink, do have drink, and
that is why I say the event is too long. You cannot, if you have a 12-hour event and you run out of drinks at 3 o'clock in the morning, bro. The event you cannot take care of a 12-hour event, bro.
From 11 until like 1, 2, the place was a ghost town. There wasn't full of people. So if drinks finishing that early, it's not a matter of how long the event is. The fact that they
watch Creole Fest doing the VIP experience. You have drinks from start to finish. Yeah. So why Sunrise, a smaller event, quote unquote, cannot have drinks from start to finish in the VIP? Like, it's not making sense to me.
Like the event going until 10 o'clock and 7 a.m. bar shut down, servers gone,
Exactly. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
So
and still I think selling too many tickets for VIP. I mean,
right. Overall, this
that I want to touch on, because where we Saturday? Why that Saturday?
We have a lot to go still.
Yeah, we have a couple more events to go through, because we didn't even talk about the road yet.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but anyway, so that was we're waiting for sunrise now.
Christopher has called you with alcohol poisoning.
Waiting for sunrise, boy. I think the event itself was a good event in terms of like performances. There wasn't a lot of laws between performances. So the event was, I would say, was a 7.5, 8-ish. But the VIP, I give the VIP a 5.
Ooh.
You can't come there.
So that bring your average to 6.
6, boy.
The thing is, for me, the setup of the VIP, I give it 8.
Yeah, personally, the setup was good. I have to say.
What about
VIP?
What about VIP access to the front of the stage? There was that, right?
Yeah, that was good. Okay. They had access on the other side. Yeah, that was good.
And like Rashida said, the Bix lady, they're the roast Bix. Anywhere roast Bix is there, that automatically put you above a 5, alright?
Yeah, Rashida, I agree, because she was bubbling all night. She was bubbling all night or all morning.
Well, we all know it doesn't
the event itself was good, man. I give the event
Dwayne,
Sorry.
put any comment.
Anyway,
You see it, man. Let's go, advance. So that was VIP. So Saturday now was
Viva.
Viva
Viva and Calypso.
and Calypso.
That is my redeem.
So
Viva gets a 9 out of 10 for me.
Some of us went to Viva, some of us went to Calypso.
Viva gets a 9 out of 10 for me.
We don't come to rating yet, Kerry. You advance, you
I
go
tell
to
you,
advance.
Well, it's
Advance a little too
advance,
much.
advance in there. I'm just telling you, Viva gets a 9 out of 10 for me.
Oh, new
I
location
really-
of Viva. New location.
Kerry,
Come
let's
up
go
with that.
so they can give us the efforts on the new location.
Viva was very good. Was very
Yeah.
good. I would say the location I think is good. Well, parking everywhere in Dominica is a problem, apart from by gardens there. Everywhere is a problem. Now we've had some interesting events. I see Akela saying that we had Rio taking the mic and kind of going at a DJ or something like that. I don't know the whole story. I don't talk on it, but anyway, that was one thing. And then I think one person got hurt. If I remember correctly, they had to stop for that. But in general, I think it was a good event.
So easy entry. There was a line in the entrance. Wow.
Easy entry. One line for men, one line for women, and a line for cooler.
But the line was moving quick though. The line was moving quick. It wasn't like a major concern, I would say. And then they had on the backside they had people with food and thing. You could buy food and everything. So it was good. It was good. I would say the only downside to Viva to me was the truck. To me, the music wasn't pumping like how and then that was it.
So
was that
a similar set of Viva truck where the speakers on the outside?
Yeah.
Around. So if you're on the side, like you wouldn't really feel the.
Well, correct.
Yeah, because I tried. I walked around. I tried to go to the front, the side to see if I was getting a difference. If you was at the back, like the majority of the speakers, obviously you get more music, but it still wasn't to me. Even at the back, it wasn't hitting like it should. But it was still a good event overall, I would say.
Food and drink situation. Well, food, not drinks.
Well, not drink. I mean, you bring your drink, but the food was good, man. They had a lot of variety. They had all kind of thing.
I don't ever see food when I'm inside there.
No, but I go and get food, but you might not.
But I heard like they have a requirement for like coolers to be inside before 7. I don't know how strict they are.
I don't know if they have a requirement, but that before 7 thing wasn't true.
That's just to encourage people to come early.
To get there,
that wasn't
early,
true. I know people who came after that time who came in with their stuff. That wasn't true.
Okay.
I do want to comment on the Viva ticket situation though. I can't tell people how to market, but the Viva organizers playing games with people that they need to stop, in my opinion. I saw something that I really didn't like when the tickets went on sale. The what do you call it? The early bird tickets. 9 o'clock by 9:01, 9:02, you sold out, bro. Come on, you're playing games. Stop playing games with people. People looking to come to your event. You can put your tickets on sale for a half hour. Say it's a half hour. Because inevitably a lot of people will want to buy it at that time and they will miss. But it is what it is.
Anybody here has been to Viva? Anybody has been to Viva in Florida?
I have.
We went to the first. We went to the very first Viva in Florida.
Right. The tickets are not expensive like that, though. The tickets, I think that the tickets are very expensive in Dominica. And I think it's simply because they know that.
If I do get $20 tickets, that's
I mean,
I think $30-$35 max. But I mean, to buy a Viva ticket for $75 US, where you have to bring in the only thing you're getting is a band and a cup. That's a lot of money. Viva here is $25-$30.
If we go from 30 to 35 and then 35 to 40 to 45, but we go in from 30, next that batch finish, 40 finish, and it's 60, 70.
To me, the max you should be paying for a cooler fit is $50. And that is
because I never
more than that.
Event, but I make a decision for myself at a certain price point to say that, okay, that's too much for me. Because somebody buying free early bird for $20 each, they paying the same price. somebody paying on the day paying 70 and you can get free tickets for that price. But the early bird finishing is such a flash.
Well, that is my bigger problem. To be honest, people pay
You can't even
whatever
fault
money
people
they
for
want to
not
pay
getting
for
early bird
whatever they want.
tickets.
But my thing is, if you're making early bird tickets available, give people time to get the early bird tickets and stop playing games with people. Right? Is bottom line. You put the tickets. If you could say the tickets are only gonna be available such and such day for an hour. That's it. I might think I want to be there at 9 o'clock. I might be at work. I can't log in. I can't buy a ticket. Then if I want to go, I have to pay the higher price. But you can't tell me it's 9 o'clock and 9:05 I log on and it's sold out. That makes no sense.
9:05. I mean, I understand there's demand. There's demand. The event is well in demand, but 9:01, you have a little browser error and come back. 9:01 tickets sell out.
Gone. Everything gone.
Let's say for sure, we feel like them and selling 15 tickets.
And the thing is, different people at the same time having different experience, because my sister on the site, I on the site, she's seeing tickets available, I not seeing tickets available, and we on the site at the same time.
It was Eventbrite, right?
Eventbrite, yeah.
And another thing, Eventbrite is I noticed I had quite a few problems with Eventbrite this time around. Very buggy. You can't see your tickets on the app. So that's something that people have to consider. But anyway, advance.
Yeah, Calypso. Rajiv and I went to a Calypso show. The interesting thing is that there was Viva that night, there was Calypso, and both events I was surprised to see the volume of people at both. Calypso show was full. Viva, of course, was full. I mean, Calypso show a different demographic mostly, but still good to see that two events can be.
Calypso people that out there concerned about Calypso or Viva affecting Calypso, so let not your heart be troubled. Calypso was well attended. It did have you enter the gate.
But I will say I have problems with the way they set up that Carnival City in the forecourt. I feel like we have too much attendees for us to be boxed into that little area. I don't know what the rationale is for it. If they want the aesthetic to look like they're full, and what I end up happening is a lot of people standing behind in the forecourt by the bars area just pose there all night because it's so hard to get into the actual area by the stage because it's so boxed in and small. I think in the forecourt bigger than that, open the space up, let people come in there and enjoy themselves. Even Sunrise, the area was way too small for the general tickets where people were just standing at the back by the bars just listening. You know what I mean? I feel like previous years, 2020, there was a wider space. Even the host of the Calypso show was saying, like, next year we need to demand better. We need a proper venue for Calypso. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like the show big enough that it can have more space. You have your people in VIP and city tickets and stuff, but we need more space on the actual grounds. I don't know if you agree, Rajiv.
Yeah, I think they could open it up a little bit. We really need a little bit more. And I don't see why not, because you have so many people cram into one place, the vendors all the way at the back. You have all of that wasted space. Like if you open up the thing a little bit more, I think the space will feel a little bit more breathable.
And then Calypso show basically one entrance, and you enter in where you have to walk through the crowd to get to the back where the vendors are and the food is. And that is a challenge by itself because of how thick the crowd is in that area. And then you have to walk back through there to exit, which is crazy. Other events like Sunrise, there was multiple areas.
Exit.
Yeah. But otherwise, a good show as usual. Calypso is Calypso. Those who love it, love it. Those who don't, they were elsewhere.
Yeah, but before we advance, we had an accident on Saturday during Viva, I think during Calypso show, where one of our friends was in an accident and he unfortunately lost his life. So I want to acknowledge Pat, sympathies to his family, sympathy to all of our friends. Pat was our age, raised up with Pat. So let's just take I know we have to move, but let's just take a moment of
and also not to forget, we'll also include the young man from Granby who passed away. In Goodwill. So, condolences to his family as well. I didn't know him, I know his mom, but like Kerry said, let's just take a moment and pay our respects.
Yeah. So that was Saturday.
Brad, do you have any idea? Somebody just asked a comment if you all those who went to the Calypso show had any idea of the judging, what y'all think about the judging of the Calypso show?
I cannot speak too much on the judging. I don't know if I paid attention to the actual show that much, but non in my non-expert opinion, if I had to guess who won, I would have said Dice. But I guess the judges know better than me.
I don't know. I saw Joyce. I listened to Joyce's performance in Joy, not Joyce. Joy Stout. Performance in both rounds. I didn't hear Dice in the first round, but I heard Dice in the second round. But it was just unfathomable to me that anybody else would win. Personally, I mean, the judging criteria is the same every year, obviously, but I in my opinion, Dice was head and shoulders above the rest. But apparently, there's things I don't see that the judges see.
Apparently.
So,
Yeah.
That's all we can say, Christopher.
All right, guys. Thanks for that. Advance.
We had 9. We going to
Yeah, we
actually
had 9. Let's keep going, man. Let's keep going.
Right.
Let's try and see if we can wrap it up.
And jump
So what's the grade? So what's the grade for Calypso show?
10 out of 10. Calypso show. I give Calypso an 8.
Okay, that's not bad.
Those who love it. Those who didn't love it, they were not there. You know what I mean? If you like it, you like it. I just wish they would set up the grounds a little better. But the show itself is always good.
I think it's reasonable.
Yeah.
We need a separate exit, but I guess the party pattern is better than me.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. Advance. So that was Saturday night. Monday.
Hold on. Nika was asking about brunch. Anybody went to brunch? The people that went to these events, you can party.
Yeah, well, if they want to talk about brunch, they can come on and talk about brunch.
Well, there was brunch, and there was also another event in Portsmouth, right? Something on the beach.
Stranded on the beach.
Stranded on the beach.
I couldn't even tell you one thing about that event. I haven't seen a picture.
Jolie says she went to brunch. Is a million out of 10, boy. So
I hear good things about brunch.
The menu was looking solid there. I could have eaten some waffles that morning there.
Yeah. Somebody say Bryce was overpriced. I mean, brunch was overpriced.
How much was it?
That is conflicting report. No, not really necessarily conflicting report.
I only hear good things about brunch, I have to say.
Okay. Well,
Brianna said people was eating gold.
I mean,
when you say overpriced, how you do it your money? I go embrace. Oh my God.
So you have to pay for
Stranded on the beach. Was ghetto. Wow.
You must buy it.
Anyway.
All right, so
Sunday.
Sunday.
Opulence.
Opulence.
Best event for this season.
I really like Opulence, but I like the venue. I like Opulence. I didn't like. Apparently, I needed to get there earlier.
Yes, you do.
Because, by the time I get there, as usual with everything's Dominica, you get there and food gone. So that was frustrating for me. But
events start at 12. If you arrive in the minutes before.
That's what I say. It was frustrating for me, but if the other people are there before me to disagree, then okay. But that is my soapbox, and I will stay on it for every Dominica event. Guys, organizers, please.
Any
drug dealers. We do not walk around with wads of money in our waiting.
Oh God.
If the cheapest thing in your bar is the cheapest bottle in your bar is maybe $100 and something dollars. I'm not just walking around because our pocket not that big in them. In this day and age, check. So please,
that's what you were waiting for.
No.
Figure out a way to do transactions at these events. ATM's not working. The cash amounts isn't that not reasonable for people to just be walking around with their pockets and
especially when you're doing bottles and things like that.
But wait. So, but I thought at Opulence you could pay with card for your bottle.
No, so
Or you're
what it
referring to
is,
something else.
what it is, you pay. So if you want to reserve a cabana or a table, you pay in advance for the bottles and stuff you want. So that's fine. Just like you buy your ticket. But when you get there, now, if you want to buy more bottles,
Additional bottles, yeah.
right? Additional bottles, you have to pay. You pay. But I thought what was gonna happen was, like if I pay for a table, that they would just charge my card for whatever bottle. I would just tell them, okay, this is the bottle I want, and they would just charge my card. But maybe they don't keep your card information on file.
No, they don't.
But they can still work on that. You know what I'm saying? They can still figure out a way to make the
So
transaction.
at the event, you couldn't buy. I know. You guys got an extra bottle. You couldn't buy the bottle with card, or you had to pay them with cash.
at
Yeah,
the event.
At the event, you have to pay with cash if you want additional bottles.
That changed from last year, because last year I think I bought my bottles with card.
You think?
If we're wrong, somebody please correct us.
Well, we're not wrong, Raju, because we're not wrong because that's what we had to do. Not about wrong.
Well, I don't think we didn't ask if they took card, but I remember us asking, so I don't know.
Yes.
Well, overall, I find the event was very good. I think it was the best one for the season.
100%.
Those who arrived within the first few hours of the event, as you should, were treated to a very nice food, hot bakes, whatever you wanted.
Soup, water, all kind of things.
I ate a soul-saving fish water inside there.
Everything was available and it was there. And
big up the pallet one time.
Yeah, Big Sauce coming out the fire hot, different stuff in, the smoke sauce was very good. So I really like that. But obviously, food is a thing. You can have food all the way through the event while supplies last.
Especially when food included.
Yeah, if you come in there 5, 6 o'clock and the event starts since 11, 12, I mean.
When I entered, I almost complained about cups, but before I could open my mouth to complain, I saw the organizers were coming with 10 boxes of more cups.
Hey, we have somebody looking to join us, fellas. I'm gonna bring him in.
Go ahead.
Caller,
H.
go ahead.
Caller,
Yes,
go ahead. You're live. Caller, go ahead.
Go ahead, caller.
So my partner, why is your name? Why is your background? Talk to us. You wasn't Dominica for the Carnival?
Yeah, I was there for the week before Carnival. My name is Dylan Augustine. I grew up Buffet State, Emsor side. Yeah, and that was my first Carnival in since 2011, maybe 12.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So out of the events you talk about so far there, which was your favorite and thing out of the Carnival?
Maybe Go Puel. Carnival
Go Puel. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Go Puel do a
What about it?
To be honest, the experience they gave me VIP is what I like. It didn't feel like they force it, man. Like, for instance, was your Sunrise terrible event? Horrible. Well, my experience was horrible.
You in VIP for Sunrise as well?
You say what?
You in VIP for Sunrise as well?
Yeah. I don't even step foot in VIP because it didn't have room.
Exactly.
I stayed on.
There you go.
Yeah, so I don't step foot in VIP because it didn't make sense. But Go Puel, I feel like the experience I get Go Puel was it was solid, man. Like, they had waitresses going around, topping up your glasses and food there. It wasn't overcrowded. It's like everybody had their little table. Yeah, man, there's good vibes, man.
I like in VIP, not VIP just to say you're selling more expensive ticket, but they actually cater into.
Yeah, exactly. You feel like you was like a VIP in VIP for Go Puel. So some punch was a good event too, but
so some punch was the next one you're going to touch, right? Can we touch?
Right.
Opulence.
You went to roll call as a I would say like a +1.
Yeah.
Well, you have to say how the man go, the man go.
No, it doesn't matter because he wasn't part of
Yeah, I wasn't.
the fantasy tribe, but so he was one of the people who was a plus one. And so how is it for the plus one? How is the experience for the person who is not part of the band but has access to the event?
To be honest, the plus one, I feel like you was as a plus one, you feeling like you was actually part of Fantasy Tribe. To be honest,
Mm.
like the whole idea of it was like so for me, for instance, right? I don't think it was for me personally because I wasn't like that wasn't really the reason I was there. I was as a plus one,
Okay.
but I was kind of like just existing.
Mm.
But like for the people that part of the band, like part of fantasy that come there for that specifically and they bring their plus one, I can see how like their plus one would feel like they was part of it without actually being in it for roll call at least.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So all right. So let's move on a little bit. My partner, you can stay on with us if you want.
Yeah,
But
man.
let's keep on. All right. So we get to Sauce and Punch. Sauce and Punch. Who went to that? Brad, you went to that?
Yeah, I was there briefly. I would say that one there is like it have a crowd. Personally, I do enjoy it. 2 years running, I go there, get there at a certain point, and you reach inside, and I get inside, no cups.
Again.
I mean, I'm not,
That cop says a recurring theme.
well, get there early, but I figure if you sell 100 tickets, you have 100 cups. I might be asking for too much, but
No, me and you had the same experience. I actually leave that sauce and punch early because
generally
just
people seem to
wasn't for me.
enjoy it. People say it was good, people had a good time, I guess. But personally, I wasn't too fond of the event overall.
All right.
I go there just because I live in Mao and I say it's Mao, so let me check it out. Cause a lot of traffic in the corner down there. I don't know what the parking situation is because I usually walk down from my home, but yeah.
All right. Well, I did not. I can't really give an opinion on Sauce and Punch. I didn't go. I went the last Sauce and Punch I went was when it was you not where Opulence is on the other side of the river.
Yeah.
By the bus stop area.
Well, River Hotel used to be.
No. Like when you turn in, just almost like when you turn in to go into you there, you just have a little venue on the left side.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so that is Sunday. So now let's get to the Monday and the Tuesday now. So now Monday.
Juve.
One thing I will say to start, both Juve events, I've seen images and videos and posts from both events, and Illumination had a lot of people and Powder had a lot of people. So it really telling to see that both those events go on and was very well attended. I understand you the volume of people that was around for Carnival.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's why I think especially for like that time. So like let's say from Juve, it was nice to see the volume of people that was in the country. But I went to Powder, and particularly at Powder, I think Powder was just Martinique and Guadeloupe alone. People were speaking English inside. People were not speaking English in the factory. I couldn't believe it. I myself, I seen people, I know we know our songs, but I guarantee you those were not, it was majority Martinique and Guadeloupe, and it was word for word, and I guess they were happy, they had 1-2-1 or 1-TN?
1TN.
1T1.
Bro, let me tell you something. When I walk inside there, the man was performing, and that's the first time I really like find out about their band. And I check it, who is the man, bro? The place was rocking.
I tell you, if you be a French boy for the Carnival, you like.
Bro, the place was rocking, and the man have a little short pad there. His hair was like blue. I say about Beast of Energy.
Yeah.
Boy. Yeah, boy. That it was good, man. Paul, that was good. Even me, I go there, I check in. I reach there, sleeping, I get up, I check it. All right, let me see what the vibes is. When I reach inside, they take me a little while, but before I do it, all in my
Mr.
nose,
Always
my brother.
slow for Juve. Every
My brother,
Juve like that.
But you
my
know
brother.
you're dirty. You're dirty.
I did my brother. But it was good, man. Powder was good. So the illumination crew, what I see signal on the road. Signal do that thing on the road for
Boy,
Juve.
them man mash up.
You want illumination?
Yeah. I
So
never
where's
leave
the vibes?
signal. Not one time.
Those
I
are your
say
For the whole,
signal
for the
vocal.
whole thing.
Whole team. Yeah,
That's
I never leave. I didn't feel like there was a reason to leave, man. That is my experience here. But and usually I just get fed up after a little while, but maybe because I don't go carnival in how long, but that was
So how
they
was
impressed me more.
Lumination without the VIP? Because I think this year they decided not to do a VIP, right? At Lumination.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't
But
have VIP.
well received, or people or the patrons would have preferred they bring back their VIP.
Well, I can't speak for the VIP because I didn't experience that. I that's my first carnival in a while.
I
So
can speak for the VIP, but
I don't know how the VIP used to be, but it was brace.
let's leave last year.
But how was the general experience for you? You didn't feel like you needed a VIP.
No, not really. No, for me personally, I don't think it was necessary. My
Okay.
experience there was it was like I'm not really a crowd person too, so but I also didn't feel like I needed a VIP. But signal, I don't want to lie, it was packed. It couldn't move.
Boy, let me tell you
It
something.
was packed.
When I go on the road and I see signal coming, I say, what? My brother, from where lot of office used to be there, all the way down past Jackson, boy, people, my brother. I thinking, what? Yeah,
Like
it was
I have
good, man.
a criticism for Juve in general, and it is that Juve cannot start at 8 o'clock in the morning. Juve, that is not Juve.
You mean bands on the road?
Hands on the road.
Connect bands.
What like electric bands?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, whatever they call them.
Because from what I know, electric bands are supposed to hit the road at 6 a.m.
I even find that too late.
Yeah.
Not too late. That.
Well, I think that is
No.
I think that's the doings of the police, eh? I
Mm.
think that's the
Bro,
doings of the
I
police.
didn't
They
think
want.
about
I
it.
think
That
they
was
want to. They want to have the that part of Juve more traditional, and I think it's easier for them to control
yeah.
those crowds. And I think that's when a lot of the judging takes place as well at that time. But I think when you see the electric bands comes on the road, there's more pressure on the police, and I think it was deliberately done. But for them to come out after 6, then I can understand why a lot of people complaining, because
But
the Juve bands are supposed to hit the road, electric bands at 6 a.m.
yeah.
But apart from
Part
that,
of why they
though,
changed it in
why
the
is the
past was
difference?
because of the violence on the road during Juve. I remember a season Juve just used to have fight. So they changed it.
Yeah,
They couldn't bring the bands on the road
But why
before
is the
6 o'clock.
difference
When
between
sun come up.
starting Juve at, let's say, 5 o'clock and the band going till
Juve,
11 o'clock on Monday night? What is the difference? It's still
Yeah,
night time.
Monday night is still black
but
too.
no,
Personally,
that's what I say.
I home already.
What is
Babin?
that?
I say by 10 o'clock, the sun blazing. I would like to be back at my home already, but
Yeah,
I tell
man.
you, at 10.
And
And
we can't have
at
you
1.
ending at 10 and bands supposed to be back on the road
On
by
12, at 12.
12. Like, come on, no.
Yeah.
Usually 1 o'clock for them t-shirt band, but not the actual band, just them DJs and stuff. But we can move into the afternoon
let's
time.
advance into the t-shirt bands.
Yeah.
The t-shirt band should
So for
start.
the t-shirt bands,
They start
you had Mega Monday, you had Luminite, which was a little later, and you had
we didn't have
what's the name?
we didn't have anything else.
No,
Clubheads.
there was Clubhood.
Yeah.
Clubhood was on the road. T-shirt band was on the road as well.
Yeah. Clubes Illuminate same color shit.
Yeah.
So
Well,
you plenty orange. But it's in
all you know,
What's that yellow?
no
Huh?
Orange.
same color. But
Yeah.
I have to drop. It's a
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
all you know is a big I'm a very big Triple K fan. Big Mega Monday enthusiast. You know, I always talking about it. Looking forward to it, encouraging people to join. I really enjoyed it last year, but this year I have to say it was a bit disappointing for a few reasons. One of which being Triple K is the selling point of the band. We joined Mega Monday because we want to enjoy Triple K, and the band come on, the truck come on the road early. DJs play up to a certain point, but like it was like 5 o'clock. Correct me if I'm wrong, all the way there to after 5.
Yep.
Triple K not on the truck. By the time Triple K come on the truck, we get like 20-25 minutes of Triple K, and then next thing you know, I hear in other artists, Freddie, Asa. We don't really get an hour of Triple K before ropes drop. And I find that is that's very poor.
And then ropes dropping too quickly, man. For paying patrons, the ropes dropping too quickly.
Yeah, by 4 o'clock, Triple K, the band itself should be on the truck. Give us a couple hours of Triple K uninterrupted before ropes drop. After the ropes drop, we had a couple hours and you'll understand. Triple K have a big following. Wherever the band go, people be on the sides. But you can't be in the band you pay for. You barely get an hour of Triple K fellas already brushing you inside the ropes and thing. You know what I mean? I feel like the band should come on the truck a little earlier, and then the drink situation, I don't know, for some reason this year, I don't know if due to the volume of people, it was just poor. It was harder to get a drink. The bottle was smaller. You go by the truck full of people, you're struggling to get a drink. They say something was just off this year.
Yeah.
It wasn't as good as last year.
I agree.
So this year, surprisingly, Carnival Monday had an extra hour.
Mm-hmm.
Carnival Monday ended at 11. Was it something that you guys felt like you had there, or because ropes drop and
when ropes
so it was?
That's my feeling.
I felt it. I felt the extra hour because by that point, by 10 o'clock normally I pose it somewhere by a bar, maybe Bayfront watching the bands pass, and at that point there was still an hour to go. So I end up going and look for signal to see, just to see what the vibe's looking like with signal and stuff. So I really feel the extra hour, and then you feel it the next day too.
In my experience, I only got to Tonga around 6 o'clock. So
but what you guys doing so then? Everywhere you go,
everywhere you go, you late.
I was surprised when I get to Tonga and I see
He was tracking Triple K.
Josh started to play. So I was like, what?
He was maybe doing Raj, he was maybe in the Triple K group chat.
My brother, I tell you, when I reached Tonga maybe like 4 o'clock, something like that. And when the man turned by National Bank on the Bayfront, it was 5 o'clock. And I saying the sun going down, but it's prime time. They might have to be on the truck, my brother. Prime time.
Them are looking for drinks.
We check. Them man on the road we first looking for a drink and thing by the truck.
They might
have to be on the truck.
The start is like another 25 minutes or 30 minutes. I hear a different artist playing. I check in. You know what I mean?
So that is why Juve should be wrapped up by 8. And
well, it's not Juve, Rajiv.
I saying for the whole day to flow.
But the day
from like 3 o'clock, and
then
the
extra hour they take it and put at night, put it on the Juve and start the band earlier.
But Rajiv, here's the thing. Mega Mondays are 11 a.m., 12 p.m., 1 p.m. The Triple K band not on the truck until they're on the truck. Is the truck driver, the DJs, you know what I mean? So
that's part of the problem.
Previous years, they might have come on the truck earlier by 4 o'clock and they might play in by that point, and we have 2-3 hours of Triple K before ropes drop. So I don't think that's really.
I remember last year we were jumping in Triple K, Big Son,
Yeah, so I don't think Juve impacting the time the man come on the truck per se. I mean, what I say is if it's a matter of rest, come on the truck, give us a couple hours. You have other acts as part of the band. You have Rio, you have Freddie, you have Asa. You can take the rest and let them play, or you can mix it up. But I'm saying before ropes drop, we need a couple hours of Triple K at least, because that's really what we're paying for. Because that bands get thick 7 o'clock night time. Everybody following the band thick. People brushing you.
Well, I have to say, I have to give Jack his jacket. And Signal was very impressive on the road this year. Very, very impressive on the road.
You were in the band, man?
Yes, boy.
Oh.
My brother. I'm in the band. You're right.
So Luminite next year?
That's right. And maybe Mega Monday too.
Personally,
I don't mind Malta.
I'm a loyalist, and I always where I like I give them a second chance.
I didn't get too much of signal. I get a lot of talk from partners tell me I have the wrong shoot, I was in the wrong band. But from all accounts, they did their thing. And from the
No
times
man,
that
do
I
their thing.
them on the road, they were good. They were impressive. They had their repertoire. I mean, I think this was their first like full carnival on the road, right? Hadley, the first like thing they had there, like the truck from Carnival Tuesday, the Illuminate. This was the first iteration of
Yeah,
it.
this was the first iteration of
Yeah,
Luminite.
this was
And
a
I
they,
and I think
they handle their
and I
business.
think what made the experience of Luminite what it was from my conversation with Shelly is that they emphasize with their security team to make sure that the ropes don't drop until we say the ropes drop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think they met up at 5 and they got into town at 6 o'clock. And the plan was to keep the ropes up for as long as possible so that the patrons can enjoy what they paid for. And from what I understand, it was great.
And
Yeah,
speaking
man.
of the plans, I don't care what anybody say. The Signal versus Triple K vibe was very, very good for the carnival, and I enjoyed it. I think that all of that makes the carnival. It makes the season.
I
And,
really enjoy seeing Signal fans worked up
and
about
if
that.
there's anything they could do better on the road, apologies
But
to
what
I don't want to I don't want to say anything bad. I don't know anything about Crewbirds, but Triple K and Signal have to be one behind the order. The bands need to be closer together. The band I have to be if Signal then in the corner by Bayfront there, at
I,
least we should be able to
I
see
disagree.
in
no,
the
but Raj, if you have that, you're
corner.
gonna the route gonna be too empty, man.
But
But
you're on empty already.
the route,
Yeah, but
everybody else,
just for when you stack them back to back.
I don't think you should stack the bands back to back. I don't think that would be good.
well, that is my hot take. I don't care about the rest of the route. The rest of the route, who that doesn't jump in this thick band will go and jump in the rest of the route. They'll go and chip. Bluebirds.
Anyway,
Experience. Yeah.
Can be on the
what,
rest of the route.
Anyway,
one thing I want to say is one of us can anybody else can have a conversation with Shelly. That panda dropping Shelly in plenty in that podcast there. But anyway, advance.
Okay.
advance.
All you just drop his name so much. No, you cannot
Hey,
drop it now.
hello.
You cannot drop it now.
It's almost 9.
All right, let's see if we could close it up. So that was Carnival Monday. Now Tuesday the people who take part in the bands and thing. I wasn't part of any band.
All right. Well, I think I was the only person that was in band from start to finish. For me, personally, I did Hysteria. And they sent out, I think it was DFC who decided that the bands would start at 12 and not 10. I was in the band from 12. They were on the road from 12. And I appreciated the fact that they came out on time. Whether it had one person in the band or 10 people in the band, the truck rolled out on time. I got drinks. First time I impressed myself. I was chipping on the road in the band from 12 until I guess ropes drop. And for me personally, I enjoyed myself and I enjoyed the band I joined. From all
Randy,
across,
you were in costume then. You had feathers?
no feathers, t-shirt.
No feathers.
No, my brother, you're not there.
From all accounts, is two bands I didn't have complaints about. Hysteria and Fantasy Drive. The rest of the bands,
Which two bands you didn't get complaints about?
I didn't hear any complaints about, and people enjoy, say they get their money's worth, they enjoy their carnival, their bands did not disappoint them. It's two bands I hear about. I don't know about the rest.
I personally
Funny thing, the other band you hear complaints about is they that win best band. Eh?
Oh,
you have a judging criteria, and if they meet that, they meet that, but that doesn't always translate to your experience on the road.
Right. So from watching it online, I think what Pulse does very well is they plan what they're going to do at the various judging points. And what they do, they compact their masqueraders. So when a section is passing, you see a whole bunch of people tightly grouped together. They have little little choreographed moves that they practice and whatnot. And I think that's what they do very well. It's something that they did last year, and they did it again this year.
Remember, the judging is a concern for the band organizers. As a patron, you want to enjoy your experience. The judging is a small part on the bayfront, but you want to enjoy your experience. You want to be on the road on time. You want to eat on time.
Well, not for nothing. I think this year shows why these things can be so fickle, right? Because last year, everybody was raving about Pulse. Everybody was raving. Everybody I knew who was in Pulse last year was raving about Pulse. This year, completely different experience.
Yeah.
So
I was in a band myself, and in Hysteria, and from lunch to the time ropes drop was a top tier experience for me. Very, very, very.
The only thing I have to say about Hysteria, from the outside looking in, the t-shirt business, they have to go.
Well, we don't want your opinion from the outside looking in.
Come
inside.
No. You can.
So hold on, Dwayne. You didn't join any costume band?
No.
But you were in Fantasy Tribe last year. Why you don't go?
Because you don't talk to Shirley.
Come inside.
You don't talk to Shirley.
Judging me.
Oh, you was different. Oh, you were judging. Okay, sorry.
I pull up my brother. I don't mind the vest to me.
Thank you for your service.
Because why I say that is when all it turned by National Bank, I couldn't really tell like who was in the band. Not until I see a lot of people like with the same color should I realize. And then maybe the color they shit was like something similar to this color. But it's not until I kind of really watch it close, I see, oh, okay, everybody have the same shit. Or maybe the color they shit is what kind of threw me off.
I think it takes away from the actual costume band thing, like all those t-shirts and stuff like that.
In Dominica, you have to know your market. And in Dominica, no matter what you do, guys want their t-shirts. Unfortunately.
I think you
do that in t-shirt band, not costume band.
Maybe
costume band is costume band, bro.
Maybe it's the color of the t-shirt, I don't know, maybe. But I just but like one thing Fantasy did last year when was they gave us these bucket hats, right? Like that kind of made everybody kind of look uniform. Something like that. And maybe I overreach with the shirt, but maybe just kind of make everybody look a little bit more uniform. I don't know.
Clearly, with the t-shirts in the mix, and particularly for maybe that particular band, a lot of guys join. But you have to find a balance between the aesthetic and the experience and making money as well.
Yeah. Look, let's say now, Paul's address the shortcomings with an email to the masqueraders.
Email?
Email sure.
Well, I don't know what the email say.
What the email say, Akel? Okay, to share?
50% off next year.
Well, yeah, ultimately, I think the Tuesday was better than Monday for sure, in my experience.
Yeah, we have given our ratings.
Because I think what the whole.
My openness rating was 9.5 out of 10. My Mega Monday rating, in the heat of the moment, I'd say 2, but I gave him a 4.
Nah. Stick with your 2, my brother. Don't come down and talk about 4. What makes it 4 right now? Stick with your 2, my boy.
Back next year because that's the best Monday still.
Triple K2 sell.
Hysteria,
that's all we know.
Hysteria 9.5 out of 10. Top tier experience, particularly after lunch. Rajiv can attest.
9 out of 10.
What was on the menu now?
Chicken, fish.
Yeah, the standard stuff, your starches to replenish your energy, your potato, Yeah, standard.
I see Rafik talking about is Rafik that said coming in his band? What band Rafik was in there?
He didn't join t-shirt band. First of all, so I don't know why you're talking about.
Rafik was the t-shirt band?
No.
And he just say, "Want
And
to
he
come
say,
and jump in
and
my
he
band
saying, don't come and jump in his band, eh?
by kicking me out of the life, my brother."
We need it for Mega Monday next year. We'll give our feedback. We'll give our feedback to the band constructively, and you know.
Yeah, man. Listen, I think we've been talking for an
Fantasy,
hour and a half almost.
Brianna says she want more drinks, variety. Brianna, what do you
Drinks,
more
want?
more
variety for
variety.
fantasy.
You want blue
Brianna
label?
looking for alcohol poisoning, like my partner say. So, yeah. Listen, we've been talking for an hour and a half. Listen, we really appreciate you guys tuning in. We appreciate you guys joining us, participating in the chat. We wish more you guys are called in, but listen, it is what it is. We really appreciate any interaction you guys have. Please go to our YouTube page. Please subscribe, like, follow the video, share the reviews. At the end of the day, this is just our opinion as paying patrons that went to a lot of the events. And, for the most part, I would say Dominica Carnival was 9.5 out of 10. Overall, very, very enjoyable experience.
We get it better every year.
I think we need to really consider.
bands.
I think we need to consider certain things. Like we have a lot of people traveling from all over the Caribbean to come to Dominica. We have people traveling from the United States and other places to come to Dominica. And we have to find a way for us to accommodate those people, make things easier. These people coming down looking to spend US. So make it easy to take their US.
Open the restaurants. You can't be on holiday when that's for on holiday. Open them restaurants.
We're making money.
I'll say one thing that I heard from a lot of the so-called influencers who visited, and they were very grateful about the cost of our carnival. It is very affordable. A lot of people were saying that they can join a costume band, they can join a t-shirt band, and not spend. I mean, a costume band in Trinidad alone is $2,000.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were saying that they will come back to our carnival for the fact that it is. I think the fact that it is affordable when it comes to Monday, Tuesday, they will take that over Trinidad. So I guess we're doing something well.
Ultimately, what we need to do is just keep advancing and do the right thing.
Yeah, advance.
On that note, everybody, have a good night.
Have a good
Give
night.
them the tear gas, man.
Later.
Yeah.